So we'll take a look at Intel's Haswell i7-4770K and i5-4670K. Now the major difference between these two is the hyperthreading. Basically, each core can have two threads running at the same time in i7-4770K. What it does is, when a thread is running or a core is running, there is some gap between the time the processor executes an instruction, and by having two threads running simultaneously, it gets the advantage of keeping the processor busy for as much time as possible. So that is the major difference between them. But of course, the 4770K also has 100 megahertz or a minor amount of minor clock frequency higher. Now the turbo clock is also a little higher at 3.9 gigahertz versus 3.8 gigahertz. So that brings us to comparison of their benchmark score. That's the only way we know which one is faster and by how much. So if you look at that, the hyperthreading makes a substantial difference in the performance, as much as about 25% in 4770K, and that could make 4770K worth looking for if you can afford and if you do need a high end and a higher performance processor. Both of them come with the same integrated graphics and they have the same TDP rating. So that brings us to one thing of to compare their prices, and for this we are looking at the Intel's website, compare them their specifications on Intel's website. So basically we have both of them. If you can see the specifications we have covered. Now there is one more difference, if you can see, is that the 4770K has 2 megabyte higher cache memory, which is also about maybe 25% or so. Now that also adds to the performance difference, and if you're looking at their price, you can say that 4770K is $107 more than 4670K, or about maybe 30% or so. So at this point, it's your take. If you can afford this higher price, then possibly the extra amount is worth it. It will also depend upon the kind of the task you are doing. If you are doing a really taxing processing like video editing, and you run the software debug or software compile the programs a lot, then this higher processing power may be worth it. Thank you for taking a look at it.